Well, that went the way I thought it would go. Why? Because I was an idiot and read the spoilers. But go figure. I stayed off of Twitter before I recorded this. Didn't go on Twitter because I know it's a fucking firestorm going on. The world is burning right now because of the ending of Game of Thrones. And I'm thinking to myself, look, I understand how people are upset about Jon Snow, but me knowing this show and knowing how things go, I had no intentions of thinking that he would take the throne. The man constantly said he didn't want it, and he was tired of doing things he didn't want to do because he was trying to make things right. He was trying to be noble and honorable like Ned Stark, like his father, who actually was his uncle but raised him. You get what I'm going. And I knew he wouldn't take the throne. I wasn't even counting on him even taking the throne. And it was the most unlikeliest person. It was Bran. But then again, he is the three-eyed raven. So, I don't know, I'm not even upset about that either. I'm trying to find something that I'm really pissed off about. But I'm like, I'm really not, because I just know this show. I know from watching this show, nothing ever goes as planned. The good guys never really win in the end. I know it seems like Sansa became the queen she always wanted to be. Arya became the free woman that she's always been a free spirit, and she's going to continue to do such. And I think all Jon ever wanted to do since season 1 was join the Night's Watch and go away and be his own man. He was tired of being a bastard, and then you find out throughout the series that he's a Targaryen, and then before that, he was made king of the North. He wanted to be a free man, and when he killed off Daenerys, it also killed off the Targaryen and him as well. The throne ended with her. That's why it was symbolic that Drogon burned the Iron Throne, because of course he has a connection to both Daenerys and Jon for being a Targaryen. And from what I observed, maybe I'm wrong, he actually let Jon through because of that Targaryen connection. Of course, he smelt the Targaryen blood in him since season 7. So it was as if he was ready. He knew what Jon was there for. And when she died, he immediately came. He burned the throne and took her away, because it's as if Drogon seemed to understand it ends here. That tyranny ended with her. The Targaryens pretty much ended with her. Even though Jon is pretty much the last Targaryen, it ends with him, with Jon. And all Jon wanted to do was be free. So he actually was sentenced to take up the Black and return to Castle Black. And who was waiting for him there? Like he said he would be, Tormund. Tormund said he would go there, and he had Ghost with him. It's a shame Ghost lost his heir, but Ghost is the last direwolf. And don't you see, the last direwolf and the last Targaryen are connected. I don't know. I'm trying to find the positivity in this, because I really don't feel anything too negative. I didn't expect this episode to be action-packed because the war ended already. I just felt this episode was going to tie up the series in a bow, and it ended up doing as such. So, I don't know. And I understand why people are upset. I really do. But watching the show, I understand not to get my hopes up about anything positive happening. there is some positivity. Only technically only 2 out of the 5 Stark children died in the entire series. That would be Robb and Rickon. Okay? And cousin Jon, I know he's like a brother to them. And you pay attention to that too. This whole series finale did not acknowledge him as Aegon Targaryen. Even though Sansa knew, Bran knew, Arya knew, she still called him her brother. So yes, he killed off the Targaryen blood in him symbolically, and that penance he had to pay is finally becoming the leader of the free people, being with his direwolf up beyond Castle Black in the war. So it's pretty much over for Jon. Jon, in the end, it looked like he got done dirty, but Jon is now the free man he wanted to be since the beginning of the series. He's free from being a Targaryen. He's free from being a bastard. He's free from being obligated to do what's right for everybody down from Winterfell down to Westeros. He's free. That's how I see it for Jon. And Jon is one of my favorite, if not my favorite character of the series. But I'm glad that he and Arya, 2 of my favorite characters, are free. You notice that the 2 of the top characters are free. But let me know how you felt about the series. This is not me trying to persuade anybody to change their mind about it. If you're upset about it, I get why you're upset about it. This is not me calling out anyone about it, even though I do feel that the Rabbit fan base is just as bad as the Star Wars Rabbit fan base. But if you have any feelings about it and you talk about it passionately and you want to keep it civil, sure, knock yourself out. Leave a comment on this, because I feel like I saw the symbolism in what Jon did and where he ended up. It's pretty much where he begun. He could not wait to get to the Night's Watch. And now his penance is actually what he always wanted to do. He always wanted to do. And you really think he's going to take up the vow of the Night Watch? He already broke that vow before. Think about it. With Ygritte, he broke that vow. He laid with that wildling girl. Jon is free. But I digress. So as usual, it's because I'm Fury. I'm here and now I'm out. Let me know what you thought about the series finale in regards to Jon Snow. Peace out.